Okay, welcome to southern Wisconsin. We got 3 inches of snow last night, and so we cleaned it up with the John Deere Gator this morning. So here's our UVX 835M HVAC model. It's about a year old, and we put her to the paces this morning. We got about a mile of driveway to clear. And I'm done with it, but the following is a video of me doing it with my companions here. So I'm pretty happy with this machine. It's a really comfortable way to go around the farm. It's a comfortable way to plow snow. I mean, you can see we got a pretty substantial driveway. Then there's another set of outbuildings about 400 yards away with another driveway. Takes me about an hour to clear things out, and this machine has made it very comfortable to do so. It's got a wonderful hydroturn plow on it. It's sold by John Deere, but it's made by who is it made by, if I can even get to it? Well, you can look around on there and see if you can find it, but it is sold by John Deere, and I had them installed. It's got kind of a quick connect. It's kind of a pain to get it on and off, but because it's so new, I'm getting better at it every time I put it on. So, real happy with it. Feel free to watch me plowing snow. I know it's going to be a long video, and so I'm sure I'll lose a bunch of you after the first little bit, but appreciate you watching. And what a beautiful morning here in southern Wisconsin. We haven't had a lot of snow this year, so it's really kind of fun to see the sun out and see everything nice and clean. And it isn't going to stay that way long. We got close to 50 degrees coming in the next week. So hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Snow plowing today with the John Deere Gator UVX 835M. We got about 3 inches of fresh snow last night. I've been waiting to do a video until we had a real snowstorm, and unfortunately this winter we haven't had much for snow. So we'll show you what we got here. I'm really happy with this machine. I look forward to a big snowfall because I know it's going to move a lot of snow. But the best part about it is I have a tractor with a blade on it, and that does just fine. But it doesn't have a cab and it doesn't have heat and air. So this unit has a nice little hydroturn plow. It's bought from John Deere. It's made by somebody else for Deere though. It's good heavy duty plow, so gotta put the fun back in the winter. So naturally this is where I start up by the house. Probably got about a mile of driveway to plow. Got a couple sets of buildings down here. You can kind of see the other buildings off in the distances. I'm going backwards, but talking what about the 26th of February right now, and supposed to have some warm weather this weekend, so I'm not going to have to get it all the way down to the be quiet and let you watch the show for a little while. We'll post it out here if any of you are thinking about it. 835M. It's a nice machine. I've got about 1,242 miles on it, so I got enough miles for a good solid test. I got my two plowing buddies with me today. I think I can show you them. They don't mind when it snows. So now that I got the driveway down in front, time to get serious and let the snow fly. So here we go. Nice to have the heat in there. It's got a pretty nice defroster too. And of course you got a windshield wiper on this one, so it makes plowing pretty stinking comfortable. Maybe not the fastest in the world, but it sure is a nice way to move the snow. We got the driveway down now. We're going to go off and fool around by the main highway. Get that done quick. Sneak between the traffic. Yeah, I recommend it. It's an expensive piece of equipment. I plan to have it for a long time, and I'm happy with it. So I had an Arctic Crab Prowler with a blade on it, but it's a cheap blade that was operated off of a winch. And it didn't have automatic turn, so you had to get out every time you wanted to turn the plow. This is nice because you never have to leave the seat. Turn off my mailbox. Wow, it has float on it, so all you have to do is push the button forward and it drops down to the ground and floats by itself. It does a nice job of not damaging the driveway. I've got a recycled asphalt driveway. It's good and hard when it's frozen. For the freeze-up time, you can knock off a lot of loose asphalt on the top as you're picking it up in the yard. Especially if I'm using a tractor, I have a difficult time keeping from scraping parts of the driveway up. This has done a really nice job. I got very little laying in the yard this year. As you can see, I'm really not moving much gravel. So I've always said if you're going to live in the country where it snows, may as well make moving snow fun. kind of what we've done here. Dog decided to really stay in the seat. Button that floats down. Yeah, I was hoping for about a foot snow so we can really test her out. I know it's going to work fine. I think the biggest snow we've had this winter has only been 5 inches. We're kind of in a drought here. We can use some snow, but we still got March in southern Wisconsin. We normally get a big one in March, so we'll see. Yes, so one thing that I've noticed about this cab, it's really airtight. In fact, I'm getting cooked out right now, and it says it's 12 degrees outside. When it's really cold out, it rattles a fair amount. It is a plastic cab. Fiberglass. Somehow you think if you spend that kind of money on a vehicle that it isn't going to rattle. And maybe it wouldn't if you got the R and you had the headliner. So the driveway is down between here and the house. I'm still up to the barn. So I've had this thing on the road. Down here you can ride around, go into town. I got 2 towns about 4 miles away each. They let you ride on the road as part of the trail system. Technically this thing is too heavy to put on the trails, but I do have it registered for the trail. The base unit is fine. It's just once you put heat in there and it's over the weight limit. And we enjoy running in town once or twice a week. I used to have to haul gas, and gas station filled up, which is nice. It's a nice ride into town. Let's go. Come on. Say one back in. Come on. Let's go. We're going after. Whatever. So you can see my John Deere up there under the overhang. That works good, but we got the same plow that hooks on the front loader. It's got hydrant turn. It's cold on a morning like this. So this has been a nice improvement. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're on to our second set of buildings here. About a little over half an hour to clean up the first set. We're not going to get real fussy today because, like I said earlier, it's going to get warm this weekend. It's almost March and it's going to melt anyway. on the normal winter, I'd plow this path through this field. But if I do that, it's going to get real muddy. I'm going to tear it up going back and forth. It's going to get muddy anyway with that snow melt. That'll give me a few more days of being able to drive through there. I leave that snow there, so I'll just drive over the top of it. So that's my intention. I'm not going to plow it this time. If we had more snow than this, I couldn't get through there with plowing. I'd naturally plow it. But this thing is it's got plenty of weight. It weighs about 25 to 2,800 pounds, so it's some pretty good traction, some pretty good pushing power. Some of the compact tractors don't weigh much more than that. Once you get that momentum when you're going, I haven't found anything this year that I've been able to push, but said that we haven't had any big snowfalls. On the Gator, I really like this machine. I highly recommend it. Definitely buy it again. I've got no real complaints about it. It's maybe it doesn't ride quite as good as the Ranger, but good heavy duty unit. I've hauled a lot of material with it. Top speed is 50 miles an hour, so you can put it down the road if you want. It rides fine going down the road. I think I'll add a set of directionals for it. And so we've been plowing snow for less than an hour and I'm done. We covered some pretty good ground, so. There's my review on the John Deere Gator 835M. Have a good day.